Yes. Right. Welcome back. It's still your host, ADP, Coach ADP. So today, wasting seeing that they're just coming in. Without wasting time, let's go to all this late comer. Okay, without wasting up any of our time, let's go to. All right, I believe everyone can see my screen. Please, if you can see the screen, give me some thumbs up, please. Okay, okay. Someone is sending. Okay. All right. So I believe everyone can see the screen clearly. So let's just jump into the class. All right. This specific portfolio is designed for someone earning 200,000 monthly. The focus is on capital preservation, steady growth, and inflation protection. Okay. This portfolio assumes moderate risk tolerance and builds gradually from low risk to growth assets, which is ideal in Nigeria's economic environment. Like I said your own might not be 200,000. If you attend the last class, you will understand your own specific salary. So we are using 200,000, and I told you why I use 200,000. I'm working with the data that is being released by Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. So they said most of Nigerians are around 200,000. So I'm using that information to do 200,000. It's possible your own is not 200. It's possible your own is 1 million. Like I said, it doesn't matter. What matters is 70-30 rule. 30% of it must go to investments. So if you're earning 1 million, you already know that 300,000 from your money goes to investments, while 700,000 goes to whatever you want to. That's the rule we are using. And I said, in some cases, um, when you are earning much, you might flip it. It might be 30-70. That is 30% go to spending, 70% go to investments. If 300,000 naira is enough, maybe you are a tech guy and you work online. And you earn like 1.5 million naira every month. 5 million naira might be enough for you to live your life in a month, while 1 million naira go to the investment. So it doesn't matter the rule you are using, as long as you are putting something, just sure it's not less than 30% that you are putting aside. Okay. So that is how we got this 200,000 for those that might not be around. Now, monthly investable amount, 60,000. And this is for somebody earning 200,000. So last class, we said 60,000 is what you are going to invest. So today we want to look at how exactly do you invest the 60,000 naira? You know, last week we didn't talk about it much on how you go about the 60,000 naira. So this week we'll be talking about it, the portfolio allocation using the smart and realistic approach that we have been using. So how do you put the money aside? Asset class, percentage, monthly, and purpose. So the first one is emergency and cash buffer. We said 20% should go into that monthly. So you are putting 12,000 naira aside every month for emergency and cash buffer. What is purpose? Safety and liquidity. You know, in real estate, we always say something that liquidity is king, even in forex, in crypto. Liquidity, you must see. Like, for example, now Bitcoin is dropping. Many people have already put all their money into Bitcoin. They can't do anything, they have to be waiting. But if you are kind of person that follow the dollar cost average method, which I'm going to talk about in another class entirely, you will see have some liquidity with you. But let's say you pick Bitcoin and say, I want to be investing in Bitcoin every month. Okay, for your, I said, for example, now, instead of someone might have said that this year I want to invest a total of 300,000 naira in Bitcoin, and he got the 200,000 naira once, and he put everything when Bitcoin was around 90 or 80,000. Today now Bitcoin is 75. He can't buy again. That is all. You see? But if you are putting in every month, maybe every month you are putting 30,000 naira in Bitcoin. Today now when Bitcoin is low, you can still put 10,000 naira. You are using dollar cost average. So that is the purpose. That is why we always say let money go into your, what is it called, emergency buffer, 20%. So 20% of 60,000 is 12,000 naira. Safety and liquidity. That's the reason we want. You don't know what might happen. So safety and liquidity. Can this remind me of something I was saying some times ago? A guy that has issue, I saw it online, is working. The guy has a job. The wife was pregnant for 9 months. You didn't have any savings. It doesn't make sense to me. I know things are bad. You understand? There are some emergencies that might go beyond you, but as a man, you should have at least possessed something. All I have is 150. I didn't plan more than 150, but the surgery is more than 150. That one I can listen to you. But for 9 months, you are telling me you didn't put anything aside for your baby or something like that. That is irresponsibility. You're not responsible. So please, I'm emphasizing on this because it's very important. Let something goes to safety and liquidity. That is cash buffer, emergency. Fixed income, low risk. The second one, 35%. That is 21,000 naira. Stability and inflation edge. That's the purpose. You want some stability and inflation edge. So fixed deposits now be in your own book, now be dividing it. Your own money, your own might be 100,000 that you want to be investing every month. So 20% of the 100,000 goes to safety and liquidity. The next 35%, which is the highest, fixed income, that's 21,000. Growth assets, 25%, that's 15,000. That is for capital appreciation. Then real asset, long term, 20%. That is 12,000 naira. Wealth preservation. So in total, every month you are saving 60,000 naira. This is the breakdown. These are the 4 things you'll be using your money to do: emergency, fixed income, gross asset, and real assets. These are the things we put money into to hedge against poverty. Okay, let's continue. Now, emergency and cash buffer, 20%. Who is that? Please, just mute yourself, please. Who is this person? Sorry, let me mute this person. Okay, let's go. Okay, now, emergency and cash buffer, 20%. Allocation. So, allocation. Why are you people coming late now? Allocation is, I'm working. Now, what's your cartoon? Sorry. So, allocation of that is 12,000 naira every month. Target 300 to 400,000. You know, sometimes you might not believe this, that you can save 300 to 400,000 from just 12,000 naira per month. And you know, the funny part is this, is that many of us, we actually see this extra, this 12,000 naira extra every month. Okay, we actually see it. Your target is like 300 to 400,000. Instruments, where are you going to put it down? This is where this today's class differs. So we are going to talk about, where do you actually put this money? High interest digital savings, corporate society savings, traditional bank savings. Separate it from your ATM account. Why? Nigeria has income stability, inflation, stocks, and health emergency. Liquidity is critical. Sorry. Sorry. So emergency, this is when we put high interest digital savings away. When we are talking about those platforms. So we are putting it in high digital savings, corporate society savings, traditional bank savings, separate from your ATM account. So please, if you are using corporate and traditional banks, like maybe GT, UBA, whatever, don't have ATM card for it. Not your ATM account, not something you can go there and withdraw every time. Okay. Then fixed income, low risk 35%, allocation 21,000 per month. Where to invest? Treasury bills. Please just walk to your bank, any of your bank, and tell them you want to do treasury bills. They will explain it to you. There's no way I'm going to explain it here that you understand it. Money market mutual funds, also your bank. They understand these things. Fixed deposits, most bank can do it, but I will give you some banks that I will suggest to go to. Fixed deposit, you can go to any of your bank and say, I want to do fixed deposit. They will put you through. It's not something difficult. It's not something difficult like that. Can I do it? Or no, you can do it. Anybody can do it. These three, you can use treasury bills, money market fund, mutual funds, fixed deposits, extra returns, 10% to 18% per annum, varies by rate cycle. So it depends on the bank you are using. Me, on this one, I'm using Money Points. I'm really using Money Points for my fixed deposits. Okay, and I'm putting Money Points. I will show you the percentage of Money Points, and you can make up your mind. Maybe you are going to use them. They are good, they are reliable. I use PiggyVest for other stuffs like stock, buying of shares and everything. I use PiggyVest and Bamboo for that. For fixed deposit, I use Money Point. For monthly savings, I use OPay. So we are in this era now. You have so many digital platforms that can help you do this thing. Why? They are government backed, they are stable, better than keeping cash idle. So you don't need to just keep cash somewhere doing nothing. You can be saving them in fixed deposit accounts. Okay. So that is about that. Let's continue. Growth asset, 25%. So your growth asset is 15%, 15,000 per month. Instruments, Nigeria equity mutual funds, dividend paying stocks, banking, telecom. Now, please let me say something here. These dividend paying stocks, you might need to learn about stocks. I think in one of our class, I will talk about stock markets. All right, is not hard and it is hard. I use Bamboo for stock. Now your focus, if you want to go to talk and use growth assets, one thing about stock is this. On the short run, stock might look like it's failing, but on the long run, stock is looking good. So you might need to go to YouTube. Please, I have to tell you the truth. Go to YouTube and sit down with YouTube on how to invest in stock markets. Like I said, I might still do a class on stock where we'll be talking about how to use Bamboo to buy American stock, Nigerian stock, whatever stock you want to buy. But you need at least, if you want to grow money, you need at least some knowledge. You understand? Some knowledge on how those things work. If you want to go into stock, you don't just put money in any stock. Some stock can carry your money away. So you need to understand what is dividend stock exactly. What kind of stock are paying dividends? All these things. What is growth stock? What stock should I be buying and why should I be buying them? What is the future of this company? If you see here, I put something here. I said, if you are going into stock, you should buy banking, telecom, consumer goods like Dangote Cement, Dangote Refinery, Dangote Sugar, Bao Food, this Flour Mill, Olam Farm. All these companies, they are companies that I believe they have future. They are producing something that are tangible. You will hit, you will build out. So their views are always there in the market. So they have potential for growth. Even if they are not growing, they are stable. They pay dividends. That is why I'm picking them. Like Bao Food, Flour Mill, Olam Farm, Dangote Group, maybe sugar, cement, Dangote Refinery, all those things. Then telecom, Globalcom, MTN, Airtel, all those telecommunication companies, they will keep they keep growing because of their potential. So I look into them, I can buy their stock. Banking, UBA, I say if you're on stock market for a while, these guys are doing fine. So you can look into them and buy their stocks for growth assets. Okay, balance mutual funds, contact your bank for this. Expected returns, 15 to 30% annual profits. Long term is a long term stuff. You are putting it every year. And also, you know that it's not something you are trying to turn 100,000 to 1 million naira in 3 months. No. Okay, you are not doing that. Also, you can do something like give your money to asset managers, not this 15,000 for those that are having bigger money. Like if your 20% in growth assets is around 1 million naira, you can give them to asset manager to manage it for you. There are asset managers. I do that as well. It's a service I render that. I manage people assets. I help them invest in different things based on agreements. I'm doing that currently. Okay, but it has to be something tangible. I will not be taking 15,000 naira from you. That one still be growing it. But if you have a tangible asset like 1 million naira, 5 million, 10 million naira, and you don't have time to do the growth assets, yes, I probably do that. And some of you might have seen it. Ritra is what we do, where we help you invest based on agreements in different stock, crypto, real estate, all those stuff like that bring growth. We will make investments in those places, and your expected returns is 15 to 30% annually, not monthly, please. Annually. If anybody is promising you 15% to 30% monthly, run low. Why? Protect against inflation, that's number one. Long-term wealth builder, best used with patience. Rule, invest monthly, not lump sum. Reduce market risk. Low, like I said from the beginning of the meeting, I said it's better you do it monthly and not lump sum. Lump sum is, for example, now you have 5 million naira and you want to invest in Bitcoin. I use it for example, or maybe you want to buy Dangote stock, maybe Dangote cement, and you just put the 5 million naira once. That is lump sum investment. You might regret it because you might put in money and the market begins to come down. But if you spread it like 500,000 naira every month, there might be some months, the market might be high. Some months, the market might be low. So those months when the market is low, you buy cheaper. At the end of the day, by the time you look at your average, you see that you have a good entry point. It helps, especially in stock market. So that is why we are doing this monthly. If you are putting 15,000 naira into a stock every month, okay, it won't affect you because sometimes let me tell you an example. I did this thing with BNB, Binance Coin, years ago, that was 2021. Every month I was buying $100 worth of Binance and BNB, $100 every month. So there were months I bought at $10. There were months I bought at 5, some months at 50, some at 20, at 25. At the end of the day, when I would look at the average, my average entry was $100. And the coin moved from $5 to $600. You can see the profit margin. Yes, you can do it with crypto. Just look for some established coin and do it with them. Okay? If you know you cannot do this, you can give it to asset manager to help you out. Okay? How do you help me out? Yes, your bank is also an asset manager. If you have good money, your bank will listen to you. They will help you. UBA is doing it. They will help you grow your assets. Okay? But for those of us that are just growing, you might look into money points, OPay, and be using them. And Piggyvest, like I said, you can do this on Piggyvest. Just go to Piggyvest. Let me see When you register PiggyVest, let me quickly see the option on PiggyVest. Stay with me, please. Where is the PiggyVest? Okay. There's an option there where you can do this. Stay with me. So, okay. If you go to invest on PiggyVest, if you look at invest area, okay, you will see, just search more, you will see so many investment to explore. Like, for example, now, one investment is currently ongoing on PiggyVest, and it is corporate debt notes. It's going for 9,800 per asset. I once traded this thing. I once bought it. So if you look at it, I'm not sure. Maybe you can see. You see, this one I see currently on sales. It's something you can buy. It's safe, and the returns there is 50% in 9 months. So most of them are sold out. If you look at it now, you will see sold out. Most of the investment on PiggyVest, you see, sold out. People have already bought them. You can go there, look at those ones that I see. Most of them are even sold out. That is the only one that is not sold out now. This one, okay. This one is 30%. So many investment is there on PiggyVest. Many of them are sold out. So you can go there and explore their investment option. They have a saving option as well, but we have not gotten there. I'm just talking about the invest option. You see, get a PiggyVest app and use it. For those of you that are having like 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira every month, that you cannot do asset manager, or you cannot approach bank to help you manage your money, or you are scared of stock. That's another option for you, PiggyVest. Just go there and see what is still available and put your money there. Or Money Point, my Money Point. Okay, I will still talk about the Money Point savings, mutual fund. You can go there. Real assets, long-term wealth, 20% of your portfolio goes to that. Allocation, that is 12,000 naira also every month. Options, land banking, outskirts, installment plan. So you can look at outskirts of the town and begin to buy land. Okay. Now, this is a long-term wealth build. It's not something you are not expecting the land to appreciate in the next 10 years. For example, it will still be cheap. If you are putting total, imagine you are putting 12,000 naira per month on a land, it might still be cheap. Maybe the land is going for 800,000, 1,500,000, and you are putting 12,000 naira every month. There are some real estate that give you that option. So installment plans, you are buying it gradually, or you might be saving the money gradually, and you have the thought, I want to buy land. You have to have, you need to have that plan as well in your life. Or you look at real estate cooperatives. There's some cooperatives that they help you save money. Agricultural investment, only well-structured ones. Business capital revenue, time horizon, 3 to 10 years, like I said. Why? Naira, tangible assets perform well in Nigeria long term. That's true. Tangible assets, on the long term, they perform well. Okay? Now, how this grows in 5 years, a snapshot of it. If you invest 60,000 naira per month, that is 620,000 naira in a year. Approximately, the value of it is in 5 years. Let's just be conservative now. Total contribution is 3.6 million. So you are looking at estimated portfolio value 5 million to 6.5 million naira in 5 years without salary increase. Are you with me now? If you are doing this thing for 5 years, you will be having like 5 million to 6 point something million every year, every 5 years. That is if you are doing 60,000. Imagine now your salary is 1 million naira in a year, in a month rather, sorry, and you are doing 300,000. Just imagine what you will have saved in 5 years and see what you can do. And this is also you planning for your retirement. Okay, so our goal here is not only for 1 year, it's for us to start a way of building wealth for generations to come, even for our own life after retirement. You're not going to work forever. Now, imagine you work for 35 years of life and you are doing this every year See what you will have. In fact, you will have raised enough capital to start your own business and retire early. You might even retire before the 60 years retirement. By 50, you might have retired. If you are any good money, imagine you are in tech or maybe in an industry that is paying you like 1 million above, and you are saving like 500,000 every month. See what you can do with it in the long run. Okay. Now, common fintech banks and their rates. So this is what I was talking about. PiggyVest, option, save lock. So PiggyVest have an option of save lock. These are, please, you can screenshot this, write it down, note them very well. PiggyVest, it has an option of save lock that give interest of up to 20% per annum. This is much. So in your asset class, let's go back to our asset class. This is our asset class. So you might pick, okay, my fixed income will go to PiggyVest, save lock on PiggyVest. Growth asset might go to Moniepoint. You understand what I'm trying to say now? So let's go back to, where is it? Okay, so PiggyVest option, save lock. You can't touch this thing. So you might set it automatically that every month, PiggyVest should be taking 35% of your salary and save lock it. The interest per month, per annum, is 20%. Fair money has an option of fair lock. Interest is up to 28% per annum. You can look into it. Don't go there and borrow money. I don't ask you to go there and borrow money. Okay, they have fixed money. OP has the option of fixed money. Interest up to 70% per annum. AB Microfinance Bank. So for those of you that want to do fixed deposits, I recommend you go to AB Microfinance Bank. Those in Akure, they are in they are after Lafe, Airways. That's, I know them in Akure. So if you're outside Akure, I'm based in Akure, so I might not know other places. Just Google AB Microfinance Bank in your area. Go and do your fixed deposit with them. Their interest is up to 28% per annum. That is high. So you see now, say, I know they hide updates and they give you confirm all the updates now. So you can go to them and do your fixed deposit, open an account with AB Microfinance Bank. Interest is up to, all these guys are backed by the government. They are legit. There's no problem with them. Kuda option, fixed savings. Interest up to 50% per annum. PalmPay option, fixed savings. Interest up to 20% per annum. Number option, save stash. Interest up to 20% per annum for personal. Moniepoint option, lock savings. Interest up to 16% per annum. And all these things, apart from AB Microfinance Bank, there are things you can just go on your Google Drive, on your iOS or on your App Store or Google Play or whatever you are using, and download them and begin to invest. It's as simple as that. You don't need any special training or anything. Are you with me on these guys? Okay. Now, rebalancing strategy, very important. Review every 12 months. That is, every year, you need to review it. Increase growth and real estate as income rises. I told you last week, when your income is increasing, don't increase your lifestyle. Increase growth and real assets. Reduce cash buffer once emergency fund is complete. So when your emergency fund is complete, you can begin to reduce your cash buffer. Shift to safer assets during economic instability, like real estate, gold, silver. You can begin to buy them during economic instability. All right. Specific rules for this. Avoid guaranteed high return schemes. Please avoid all this MMM. Someone telling you, I can turn your 100 million, 1 million to 100 million in 1 month. Run away from them. I've been there. It's bullshit. You will cry. Never invest in emergency funds. Someone asked this question last week and I was trying to explain it. It's an emergency fund. Please don't invest it. Any emergency can happen. Never invest it. Put it in emergency. Let it be an emergency. Let it be somewhere you can always get it. See, when an emergency comes, all your growth asset and everything will become useless. Imagine you have a land that worth 20 million and you have an emergency of 1 million naira, you cannot solve it, and the 1 million naira kills you. What is the importance of 20 million? Because most times your real and tangible assets are not liquid. They are not something you can't just wake up and say you want to sell your land and just see a buyer. It doesn't work like that. So you need an emergency fund that you can always access in case of serious emergency that has to do with life and death. Use regular platforms and cooperatives. Diversify. No single investment should be more than 30%. So learn to diversify your portfolio, document everything, receipt, contracts. Please, let me say something on that, please. As you are investing, have a book, write it down. Date, so date, I invested 12,000 naira in piggy banks. So date, time, and everything. You will be able to trace your investment on the long run. Excuse me. You should be able to trace your investment. You bought a land, document it, get receipt, contract of sales. You bought a house, document everything, survey, land receipt, everything. You bought something, you give money to somebody to growth assets, have an agreement with the person. Let it be legally backed. What are the numbers? For example, now, okay, you get somebody 1 million naira in growth assets. You believe the person should help you grow the money. The person tells you, our loss buffer is 30%. That means you can lose 30% of this money, 300,000 naira. Okay, let's write it down in the document, which means what's come to us, I will get 700,000 naira back. Let everything be documented. Have receipt, have contracts, everything signed. Don't just say I'm investing in the year and there's no document that help you trace your investments. Okay, and also have someone that can assess your investments. Yes, if you're married, it can be your husband or wife that should be able to assess. I have a case here. I was discussing it with my wife some times ago. There's a particular house that was given to an agent by a man to manage. A big house. Is I think it's 24 rooms and part of self-contained. You know, in a good area, and the man died. The agent did not know who to contact. He didn't know anybody. He only knows the man. The wife, he doesn't know the wife. He doesn't have any contact with the wife. No children, nothing. The agent begins to look for who exactly know this man. He didn't see anybody. The agent doesn't know what to do. The next thing the agent did is, agent keep managing the property, and he was putting the money aside, waiting that one day somebody will come and ask about the property. Nobody came. And it became a major issue. What should he do? If he goes to court, he might be falling, it might have a problem. If he goes to, he has to talk to his lawyer. What should he do? The lawyer said, let's begin to look for people that might know the man. They begin to trace. They trace, do everything. As I'm speaking with you, they have not gotten anybody. Nobody. I was like, how come? You have an investment like that. Your children do not know about it. Your wife do not know. Your family member do not know. Nobody. There's nobody on that you trust that can access your phone and say, that is the reason why I say you should have a document. And that document, somebody should be able to access it. I don't know how you're going to do it, but anything can happen. Later on, your children should be able to claim your property. Imagine you have money with an asset manager, a company that is into asset management, like I told you from the beginning, that we render such service. Let's say you have 100 million naira in assets manager, and they are giving you 30% every year, and nobody in your family knows about it. Something that happens to you, the asset manager will not say anything because you not give them the authority to say it. If you didn't give them the authority, they will say nothing. And your children are there. They don't know that 100 million is in the asset fund that they cannot access. It's not making sense. Please, your documentation is accessible by someone. Someone should be able to access it. You should be able to, in this world, at least if not your mama, or you should be able to trust somebody that, okay, this person, in case of anything, should be able, that's the purpose of next of kin. Next of kin is not your children that doesn't know what they are doing. Next of kin is someone that can stand in gap. That can stand as, okay, I'm representing you in case you cannot represent yourself. I won't say more than that. Don't just invest, bought land in one bush. Your children do not know where the land is. Your wife do not know. Your husband do not know. Nobody knows where your investment is. You are just investing. You are just investing. You are putting money there. Nobody knows. Something that happens to you. Somebody now take over the property. What do you think will happen to that property now? Of course, the agent will start on it. He has done his best. He has looked for your family. He didn't see anybody. He will take over the property and begin. Before you know it, he will convert thank God there's no CFO on it. You just convert it in his name. And there are many properties like that. Sometimes you are going on the road in Abuja, you see so many properties. Nobody is coming to claim it because their family is not even aware of the property. So please document and make sure somebody can read that document. All right. Then, next level options, when income increases, go to dollar-dominated investments. So you can begin to look into dollar-denominated investments. It's good at the end of the day, you begin to put money in dollars. Rental properties, that is when God help you and you have become big. Private business equity, you can begin to look at this. Export-oriented agriculture. So many things you can look into when things begins to level up. Okay. Quickly, let's go over it again. I will rush you this time. So I told you this portfolio was designed for someone earning 200,000. Like I said, if you are earning $1 million, your own will not be 200,000, will not be 60,000. You are doing for 60,000. If you are earning $1 million, your own will be 300,000. That is your 30%. If you are earning 2 million naira, your own will be 100,000 naira, depending on how you want it. So the first asset class you are looking at is emergency and cash buffer, 20%. Safety and liquidity, that's the purpose. Income, fixed income, low risk, 35%. Stability and inflation. Growth assets, 25%. Capital appreciation, real asset, long term, wealth preservation. So your emergency and cash buffer, 20%, allocation 12,000 naira every month. Target 300,000 to 400,000. So that is your target. Instruments, Nigeria friendly, high interest digital savings. I've told you, OPay, piggyvest, whatever you want to choose. Corporate society savings, yes. You can join. There's nothing wrong in them. All those corporate savings, nothing wrong. Traditional banking savings like AB Microfinance Bank, you can join them. But please, whatever you are putting your emergency and cash buffer on must be accessible. You must not put your money in something that is not accessible. Something that if an emergency should come, you won't be able to get it. It must be accessible. Fixed income, allocation 31,000 naira per month for somebody earning 200,000. Where to invest? Treasury bills, money market funds. I told you to approach your bank for this fixed deposit. For this one, you can go to AB Microfinance Bank and open an account with them. They have a good fixed deposit account that gives you almost 28% every year. Your target is 10% to 18% per annum. It can go more than this per annum. Why? They are government backed, they are stable, better than keeping cash idle. Sorry. Growth assets, we said Nigeria equity mutual funds, dividend paying stocks. I explained banking, telecom, consumer goods like Bao Food, Dangote Cement, Dangote Goods, all those things. Stock on Bamboo. Go on YouTube, just type investing with stock. Investing in stock with Bamboo. You will see a lot of videos that you can watch within a month. If you watch videos, you understand how to go about that. Although a class will still come out and we'll talk about stock markets. Then we might talk about it better. But for now, I'm not talking about stock markets. You can go into stock, banking, Bitcoin, crypto, whatever you want to do with growth assets. There's nothing wrong with any of these assets. You know, I'm mentioning Bitcoin. I did not say all those meme coin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. Those are the coins, Binance Coin, Solana. They are stable and they have passed the test of time. Don't just go and put your money in some random coin. I am not involved with my hand no deal. Don't go Bitcoin. I'm repeating Ethereum, because over years they passed through the test of time and they are okay. They are good asset that you can put your money into. I recommend them as well. Well, this is just joining when we go to the class. So balanced mutual funds, expected returns 15 to 30% annually, long term. So on your growth assets, you can also use AB Microfinance Bank as well for this one, and just fix the money there, or PiggyVest, or Money Point, depending, anyone that works for you. Why? Protect against inflation, long-term wealth builder, best use with patience. Okay. Rules: invest monthly, not lump sum. Don't just go, maybe you saw some 5 million naira and you just put everything in it. Please don't do that. Invest monthly so that you can spread the risk. All right. Real asset, long-term wealth. So we are looking at option land banking. I told you, you can begin to buy. For example, if you are earning 1 million naira a month and you are putting 100,000 naira on land banking, in a year, that's 1.2 million naira. In 3 years, you will have bought some lands. Just use an installment plan. Okay. Real estate cooperatives. There are some real estate cooperatives that you can join and begin to put money. Okay. Also, there is this option on PiggyVest, target savings, where you see people, you can join any of the target savings. It's safe. Target savings, maybe you have in mind that in the next year, I want to buy land and I want to be putting 100,000 naira aside every month. You can join the target savings and begin to do that. Agricultural investments, only well-structured ones, please. If you are using agricultural investment, there's one of my friends on WhatsApp, BG. We did NYC together. He used to talk about some agricultural investment stuff. Then I don't know, maybe it's belong. I even talk with himself. I will ask him, and I give you that option. Also, I have some palm estates that are doing this option that you can put your money into. Yes. I have a palm estate that is doing agricultural investments, and they give like 20 to 60% annual return. You just have to have patience for the first 3 years. There is nothing in the first 3 years because the first 3 years is germination. But when the palm tree begins to bring fruits, it begins to earn money, and the money is earned for a space of 10 to 15 years. So let's say you have good returns in a month. You can look into that. If you are interested, just eye me and I will tell you the process. Also, there are some other actual investment that I'm doing as well that I'm not the owner, but I know the owner and I know their company is well established. Okay. If you want to look at real assets, long-term wealth, I have some land banking, cashback stuffs that gives like 30 to 40% returns, annual returns. Some give 50%, some around 60% agricultural investment. Whatever your structure, and you can pay gradually. Whatever works for you, please message me. So, and also that, my friends, I saw some of that them is doing pepper exports. I will talk to DG and I will ask him if he's still doing all those stuff. So there are a lot of investment that you can put your money into. Business capital reserve, okay? Time horizon, 3 to 10 years. It's long term. It's not something you are looking at 2 years, 1 year. No, it's long term investment. So it's something that if you are doing it every year, every month, for the next 3 years, imagine you have invested like maybe 10 million naira in some palm tree farm, and in the next 10 years, you're just getting your returns. Okay? You're just getting returns. And every year they're just paying you for your investments. That's a good investment. So you can talk to me on real assets, long-term wealth, maybe land banking. You can bank. There are some options now whereby in Ibadan, you can own a shop in Ibadan, in a mall. Just investment, just put your money. The developers are developing it. Every year you'll be getting returns. You won't go to the shop and begin to look for who rent the shop. They will do all that. So your own is just to put money in the investment, and they are legit. Every one of them is legit. That is about the long-term asset growth. For those that want to do that, please talk to me and let's talk about it. How this grows, 5-year snapshot. If you invest 60,000 naira every month, in a year, you are looking at 720,000 naira. Approximately valued after 5 years, conservative, you are looking at 3.6 million to 5 to 6 million naira estimated portfolio value in the next 5 years without salary increase. Remember, it all started from 60,000 naira monthly, and this is what you can get in the next 5 years for somebody earning 200,000. And imagine you are earning more than 200,000. See what you can get in that period. Then I give you some common fintech banks and their rates. Okay, Piggyverse, Fair Money. Please, you can screenshot this and go to anyone that works for you. Approach any of these guys. They are safe. They are fine. They are government backed. They are okay. For your fixed deposits, you can use any of these guys. Now, I said rebalancing strategy is very important that you rebalance again. Every 12 months, please review your investments, increase growth, and real asset as income rises. So let's say you are earning 200,000 naira last year. This year, your company increased your salary to 300,000. Increase growth and real asset as income rises, not your lifestyle. Reduce cash buffer once emergency fund is complete. Shift to safer assets during economic instability. So, and I also said specific rules to follow. Avoid guaranteed high return schemes. Please, never invest in emergency funds. Use regulated platform and cooperatives. Make sure the platform you are using is regulated. Diversify. No single investment is greater than 30%. Document everything. Receipt contract. Like I said, please let everything be documented. Everything. Let it be documented. Then, next level options. When income rises, you begin to look at these options, dollar-dominated investments. So you can begin to take risks with dollar investments, rental properties. Here you can begin to build house if you have the money and rent it out, or maybe shop and rent it out. Office spaces and rent it out. Those are the next level. When I mean next level, you know what I'm talking about. Private business equity. You can begin to look into that. Export-oriented agriculture. Yes, you can begin to source for maybe palm oil in your locality and begin to export them. Some goods, maybe yam, export them to UK, to Canada and stuff like that. That is next level options. When you get there, begin to do that. Okay, so tonight now we've been able to talk about the specific things to do with your portfolio. You know, in the last class, we talked about how to divide the money, but today I told you how the money should be used specifically. So, and I believe you've been able to pick 1 or 2 points. I know it might be difficult to start. That's why I'm here. Please, you can always talk to me. How exactly do you start? I can help you out, structure it. What I'm doing presently, you can just go to your, okay, ADP. My salary is 200,000 naira. I'm ready to do this stuff. 60,000 naira, go here, go there, go there. What do you think I should use? Depending on your flexibility, I will advise you. I'm not taking money for it. If you want to appreciate me later, there's no problem. But I'm not charging you. I'll just tell you, okay, open Piggyverse. So I'm not a Piggyverse. Leave it in so place. Go and open a microfinance bank, because it's like I said, my joy is after the year runs out, I want you to come to my DM and type something. Thank you, ADP. You changed my financial life. And say, hey, ADP, you changed my financial life. That is my joy. That's my goal in this class. For this 1 year, that's my goal. I want poverty around me to reduce. And this is the only way I can help. So you can help me. I will help you to do it. Please start it now. Today is January. Last January, you will get your salary. Please start this thing. Sit down with pen and paper. Structure. How much am I earning? How much am I going to? 70%. Okay, that is for my family. 70% go away. Now this 30%, how much is it? My 30% is 100,000 naira. 80%, you should do this. How do I go about? Okay, let me begin to you begin to divide them. Let's see what will happen after the year runs out. By 2027, let's compare it to previous years and see if you're in a better place financially or not. That is my goal in this class. Thank you. All right. Let's